I want to touch on NFL related. Jonathan Taylor, the running back from the Indianapolis Colts, has been granted permission to seek a trade from the Colts. They will not pay him. But it's funny, like the Colts don't want to pay Jonathan Taylor, but they're asking for a first-round pick. So we don't think you're valuable enough to pay you, but we want teams to give us a first-round pick. Make that make sense? And that just got me to thinking about the running back position in general and how much we've devalued the position as of late. It has been really something to see. You look at the contracts of the running backs right now compared to every other position. It's mind-boggling how much we've downgraded the position, how much we've devalued the running back position. Let's just call it what it is. You have the leading rusher last year, Josh Jacobs, not even in count. And that's not even a story right now. No one's even talking about the fact that the leading NFL rusher from last year is not even in count. Not even there. We had Saquon Barkley contract situation early in the offseason. He managed to squeeze out an extra $1 million from the Giants. Hooray, I guess. You know, but you're looking at these NFL rushers, and I've kind of pulled some of the contracts of some of the best in the game. I mean, I just told you Josh Jacobs league in rushing, 1,600 yards last year. He's only scheduled to make $10 million this season. I know y'all scoffing, going, $10 million, that's a lot of money. Yeah, to me and you, that is a lot of money. But to an NFL running back, that is, that's pennies compared to what I'm going to tell you about what the quarterback is making. And look, we need to get it. It's the most important position on the field. It is the most important position on the field. It is by far the toughest position in all the sports. There's no question about that. If you don't think so, watch the Netflix documentary about quarterbacks that Peyton Manning has produced. It is a great show, and you will see what I'm talking about. But Josh Jacobs, $10 million. Derrick Henry, now, we all agree, Derrick Henry, who's been fantastic, who's been great for several years now, has been an elite running back for several years. He's making $10.5 million. That's all he's making, $10.5 million. Nick Chubb, great running back for the Cleveland Browns, $10.8 million. I just mentioned Saquon. He's going to make about $11 million this season. Miles Sanders, fresh off a 1,200-yard season. Fresh off a 1,200-yard season. Fresh off a 1,200-yard season. Got a new contract, brand new spanking contract. Normally when you get the next contract, you're the new guy, you get a lot of money. And he's going to make $6 million this year. A guy who almost had 1,300-yard rushing in his prime hits the open market as a running back. He's getting $6 million. Dalvin Cook, 4 years in the league, 4 straight Pro Bowls. He just got $7 million. It's worth up to $8 million. He got cut. A 4-time Pro Bowl running back got cut in his prime, got cut. Forget getting a contract extension. They say forget reducing the contract. Forget reconstruction. They just flat out cut him. They cut him. A 4-time Pro Bowler. 4 seasons in the league. 4 times Pro Bowler. Over 1,000 yards each season. They flat out cut him. So where did this come from? Where did this devaluing of the running back position come from? And I want to tell you something. When you hear, now I mentioned the best of the best at running back positions. Now go look at what the quarterbacks are making. What happened? How did we get here? How did we devalue the position so much? I get it. Quarterback's the most important position on the field. I understand it's the most toughest position in football. but there's no other position that's more physically demanding on your body than running back. And basically, after you get through your rookie contract, your team is pretty much done with you. See Ezekiel Elliott. They gave him a big deal after his third season, and he was never at that level again. So they paid him for what he had done. And that is where owners and GMs go, we got you. That's the tale. We gave Zeke all that money, and we never got that kind of value out of it, never got the production out of the money that we were paying. He was the highest paid running back for the last several years, $16 million plus. No one may ever at running back get to $16 million again at the work we're at right now, because the owners and GMs feel like running backs are a dime a dozen. I grew up in an era where running back used to be the position that every kid wanted to be. You grew up idolizing all the great running backs, the Barry Sanders, Herschel Walkers, the Emmitt Smiths, Jerome Bettis, LaDainian Tomlinson, Marcus Allen, Curtis Martin. I mean, so many guys we could go on and on and on about running back that we used to love. Bo Jackson. Just backs and backs and backs that we just cared about, and we want to be just like, we want to play the running back position. But now, do you really want to be a running back? I mean, you only gonna make the money on your rookie deal, and most of these guys not getting drafted in the first round. So you're not a Dalvin Cook, you're not Ezekiel Elliott, you're not Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey. But now these guys are so devalued, you're not taking them in the first round. There's only one running back took in the first round this past draft, Bijan Robinson, 10th overall. So, if you're taking the second, third round, you're not even making that money. Rookie deal, and they got you for 3-4 years. You may not see a second big contract, and that's what's happening right now. Josh Jacobs was a top pick. He can't get his money. Jonathan Taylor, 24 years old. 24 years old. Could you imagine who moves on from 24-year-old players, elite players at their position? 24. Would this happen at any other position? No, I don't think so.